did not clean the lens before taking a photo, forgot to hit the record button while shooting a video, held the camera the wrong way. Well, these are some basic examples, but there are a number of things you might be doing wrong on your camera. Hey guys, this is Aperture from Beebom.com, and today I'm going to tell you about some of the things that you might be doing wrong on your DSLR or your mirrorless camera. Now, I'll be showing things on a GH5 here, but these are valid for almost all cameras out there. Now, before we start, let me tell you that this video has been sponsored by Ice Cream Video Editor, which is a free, fast and easy to use video editing software. Now, I'll talk more about Ice Cream Video Editor at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. Now, let's get started. Not a lot of us use the different modes in a camera, but I think we really should. There are two really handy modes in a camera. There's the Aperture priority mode and there's the shutter priority mode. Now, these modes are handy because they are not as extensive as the manual mode and they're not as basic as the auto mode. So it's simple really. With the Aperture priority mode, you just have to change the aperture, that is the f-stop value, while everything else is in auto. With this, you can take photos with a large depth of field, which is basically where the background isn't very shallow. For instance, this is a photo at f16. Now you can also use this mode to take photos with more shallow depth of field, or better bokeh. Now this is a photo taken at f2, so you get the idea. Then there's the shutter priority mode, which lets you change the shutter speed to your needs while everything else remains in auto. This is basically for shooting moving objects. Now you can use a higher shutter speed if you want to freeze things, like in this photo. This photo has been taken at a shutter speed of 1/1300 and it seems static when the auto here was actually moving. You can also use a slower shutter speed if you want to add a cool motion blur to show that your photo is actually of something moving. See this? This was shot at a shutter speed of 1/100 and this looks really cool, right? Here's another set of photos from the shutter priority mode. So yeah, if you're not using these modes, you should. Okay, so this is an overexposed photo and this here is an underexposed photo. Let me give you another example. So yeah, you get the idea, right? Well, these are the types of photos we have all captured in our early photography days, but how do you find that perfect balance, that perfect exposure? Well, this is where the camera's light meter comes into play. So see this here? Well, this is the camera's light meter and this shows you the perfect exposure for a shot. So if the value is on the plus side, your shot according to the camera is overexposed. Now if it's on the minus side, it's underexposed. So the best way to take a fairly balanced exposure according to camera is by using this. The moment it hits 0, the shot's exposure is perfect according to the camera. Now check out these photos with different exposures. As you can see, the shot taken with camera's light meter in consideration has the most balanced exposure. Now sometimes I like photos slightly underexposed, but this is the best way to take a balanced photo. I remember when I started using the camera, I would always set the white balance to auto and while it would work fine, on numerous occasions, especially indoors, the white balance would be wildly inaccurate. Well, I guess there's a reason why we have multiple white balance options, right? I mean, just look at this photo taken with AWB, aka auto white balance. The colors here are so inaccurate. Now this is the same location taken with white balance set manually. Here's another example. See the difference here? Now I personally just don't use this for color accuracy. There are times when a photo with AWB is dull. In that case, I can use a custom white balance for a more dynamic shot. Yeah, you should get used to setting white balance manually. Listen, if you're serious about your photography, you need to shoot in RAW. Seriously, if you're shooting in JPEG, pick up that camera and switch to RAW right now. See, photos in RAW are not only superior in image quality when it comes to details, they hand you a lot more control. See, when you take a photo in JPEG, the camera applies all the details and compresses the image. With RAW, all the details are preserved. So even when you're editing a RAW photo, it does not lose out on any detail. Here's a photo in JPEG and RAW and they have been edited under the same parameters. Now they might look the same, but if you look closely, you'll see that the quality of the RAW photo is just better, way better. Here's another example. So you get the idea, right? If you've ever wondered why your landscape photos don't look as good as they should, maybe you're not keeping the horizon level. See, our brains are hardwired to instantly reject a photo that is even slightly, how do I put it, crooked. So it's important you keep the horizon level in photos. So yes, it's important to keep the horizon level in your photos. So how do you fix this? Well, there are multiple things. First of all, if you have a high-end camera, it already has a feature that shows you a level on the viewfinder, like this. This feature is called level gauge on our GH5. So basically, you can use this to level when composing a shot. Second, if your camera does not have such feature, I'll suggest you to use a tripod and use its bubble level feature to make sure the horizon is level. Just look at these photos without the horizon level and with the horizon leveled. Yeah, it makes a difference. Your camera does not focus on a moving object, or maybe your camera is constantly trying to refocus at a non-moving object. Well, maybe you're using the wrong focus mode. Yeah, it's something that everyone has experienced in the early days, and yeah, it's super frustrating. So it's all about understanding the different focus modes in a camera. First, there is AFS, aka one-shot focus, when you're capturing a simple shot where the object isn't moving. So as you can see, if I move ahead, the camera will lose focus. Second is continuous focus, aka AI servo, aka AFC. This is basically autofocus to capture moving objects, so I can just move forward and backward and the camera will try and keep the focus on me. You can use it at a sporting event or maybe capture a photo of your dog, you get the idea. The third is manual focus. Now, as the name suggests, in this focus mode, you have to manually focus on your subject. So if I move forward, we have to manually focus to put the focus back on me. So yeah, these are the three focus modes you should know of. You always turn on and turn off your cameras in between quick shots. Well, then you're doing it wrong. See, constantly turning on and off your camera takes up a lot of battery. Some cameras go to default settings as soon as they're off, and what if you need the camera really quickly to take a quick shot? Well, I'm not saying you shouldn't turn off the camera. I'm saying that when you're out on a photo walk or you're in a place where you'll be capturing a lot of photos, I'd suggest you to use the sleep mode in your camera. You can set the sleep mode on the camera to a minute or more, so that if you don't use the camera, it automatically goes to sleep mode. This way you always have the camera handy, you can save up battery, and whatever settings you have set in the manual mode remain intact. So yeah, it's a great feature to have. Now, if you're someone who likes to create videos of your great photos, or maybe you're a videographer, you should check out Ice Cream Video Editor, our sponsors for this video. See, Ice Cream Video Editor is just the right video editor if you're looking for a simple yet powerful video editing software that lets you edit videos or create videos out of photos and videos in just minutes. I mean, it's got all the features you need, like the ability to trim and crop videos, add text and visual effects, more than 15 cool transitions, the ability to manage projects, timeline support, and more. Well, Ice Cream Video Editor is available for Windows, and you know what? It's absolutely free, so download it right now from the link in the description down below. Well, those were some of the things that budding photographers are doing wrong on their camera. Well, if there's anything we missed out on, make sure to leave us a comment down below. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you agree with us, and make sure to share it with your friends who are, camera fanatics. Lastly, subscribe to our channel for more amazing tech videos. Well, that's me signing off. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.